Check 1 2 check 1 2 check 1 2 check. Check.
Invisible, just like a ghost. The following is a Podbeard production.
From the deepest bowels of your imagination.
Actually, he's from Canada there, bud. From the famed Hotter Show Studios, this is The Hotter Show.
What's up, everybody? We are rolling audio here today on episode 210 of The Hotter Show, a live Friday edition of The Hotter Show. It's Friday, gonna get down on Friday. I don't know what's the words of the damn song, so we're just gonna cut it there. How you doing? I'm doing fantastic. Thanks so very much for tuning in and clicking that play button on today's episode of the podcast. We're gonna have some fun today, permitting everything is working properly. As unfortunately yesterday, my interface died. Womp womp. So I've had to kind of rig up a system here, so I apologize if the quality isn't the greatest in the world. My internet also isn't the absolute greatest, but I'm hoping we can still do this and have some fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Today, we are doing a live reaction / listening party, I'm going to call it, of King Callus's brand new EP, Momentum, that just came out today. Today. Not yesterday, not 2 days ago, today. I have not heard anything off this EP yet. This is all my genuine live reaction. So this should be really fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm hoping that a few people are going to join us in the chat. Maybe we can have a little, let me know what you guys think of the songs and that as well. My recommendation for this, because unfortunately my internet is not the greatest, but I still wanted to make this happen. If you are going to tune in for this whole thing and listen along with me in that, my recommendation is to queue up the songs and press play when I say so, either on Spotify or check the album out on their Bandcamp or iTunes. That would be my recommendation, because it's probably going to be better quality than what I'm going to be feeding the live feed. Unfortunately, if I had my interface, things would have been a little better, but that's okay, old girl. Didn't owe me anything, so that's fine. I want to thank everybody before we continue on last week's episode of the show, doing the Reddit user horror stories was fun. And a few of you commented that you could tell I was literally scared. So, which I was, in fact, pretty scared. Where I am right now, actually, this is my first video thing that I'm doing actually in this room, aside from mics and beers. I'm actually in a little room that is inside my apartment, and there's a nice black backdrop behind me. And what's funny is there's a door right over there. You guys can't see it, but and if I wouldn't mess up the camera, I'd turn it and show you. But basically, there's a door there. And the funniest part about that whole recording session, there's one part near the end that if you guys listen all the way through, you can actually hear me go halfway through a story. And it was really funny. I left it in to see if anyone caught it. And basically what happened was, as I was halfway through like one of the kind of more freakier stories, the one of my cats opened the door and scared the bejesus out of me. It was really, really funny. So if you didn't happen to catch that, I implore you to go back and check it out, because it was a really fun episode to record. Got some love on the YouTube, so that was cool. I want to also give a special thanks to my man, Mr. Brian Hicks, who has been checking out the show lately. I always do appreciate when people reach out to me about the show and kind of go that extra mile, to be like, hey man, really enjoyed the show, blah, 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 whatever. That I really, really do appreciate that, especially when you're talking to me about the actual content of the show. That really means a lot to me. So Brian, thank you so much. He is one of my mean beard brothers. So fist bumps to you, sir. And fist bumps to you as well for tuning in. Thank you so very much. I see we got a couple people joining in the chat. We're going to get to the actual EP itself in a few minutes here. I see I've got Mr. Jason Reese from Jaybirds Digital Arts in the house. What's up? How you doing? New tea soon? Absolutely. This one is, as you can see, she's pretty worn out, bro. I need me some new teas. And a backdrop would be cool. Backdrop would be cool. I do apologize as well for the whole lighting situation. I know that a few people have mentioned to me about my lighting situation. Basically, in order for me to have a nice, clean, crisp background of some kind, aside from just a room, I need to have my little curtain thingy there, and it kind of blocks some of the light. I got a little light back there, but it only does so much. I am working on it, though. Hopefully sooner rather than later, I will have some kind of a solution for that. So just bear with me on that. But this is cool. This is cool. I'm excited. It's Friday. I'm so hyped. I'm actually off this weekend. Thumbs up if you're off this weekend. If you're not off this weekend, then thumbs down, I guess. Even though that's not really my fault, I will still take the I'll take the thumbs down. For any of you listening right now, I would seriously appreciate it if everything's good, if everything sounds okay, and you can hear me okay and everything. We'll carry on. If you can't, let me know. I'd appreciate it. That's the only problem with going live. There's only so many, there's only so much you can do in a live setting when you're not super experienced at it. I think everything's cool, but then I'll go back and listen or watch it, and I'll be like, oh my God, my levels were way off. Why didn't anyone say anything? People are trying to be nice and that. And I understand that. But at some point, you're like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Don't be afraid to let me know. Talking to you out there. Yeah, I miss Jason Reese, no days off. That's right, bro. But I'm taking this weekend off. Let me tell you. I am taking this weekend off. Okay. And I'm going to enjoy myself a nice few cold adult beverages. Like this nice ice cold James Ready 5.5 I'm going to be enjoying throughout this podcast. Because why not? Yes, it's got to be. What time is it? It's 4:19 right now. So it's close enough to 5 o'clock. It isn't Mike's and beers, so I'm not holding it up to the mic, but cheers to Friday, folks. Oh, yeah. It's been a minute since I've had a James Ready. What else we got here? Oh, Mr. Bowden Prod, Mr. Brandon Bowden himself, Bowden Productions, in the house, in his house. Or, Hoot, as I like to refer to him as. Hey, I got an idea. How about we sit down and listen to some music? We're gonna do that for sure. Sounds good here. Yeah, bye. Definitely some new t-shirts, Jason, for sure. Like 100%. What I'd love to do, and I think I talked about this in episode 200, is the fact that I want to set something up so that we have the designs, which obviously you will do, or have already done, actually, and we'll have it set up so it's like an order system. That's what I'd really like to do. Instead of me having a stock of t-shirts, I can just say, okay, hey guys, if you want a t-shirt, go to this website, order it. It'll get made up and then shipped out to you or whatever. That's what I'd really love to do. I've seen a few people who do that, and I can't seem to find a site I really like that I'm happy with to do that. But we'll see. I'm still looking into it. I want to get some search going because I still owe your lovely wife a t-shirt. I haven't forgotten about that. I feel really bad. I kind of haven't, I haven't, forgotten about that, if you will. Sorry, a big message just popped up on the thing and it distracted me. I'm like, squirrel. And by the way, usually with the Hotter Show, I do an intro, so this is still okay. From the station, at least. Yeah. Do you even take weekends off, dude, Brandon? Like, seriously, I don't think you do, man. Do you actually? I don't know. So I see with the dogs around. Jesus Christ, the Ready is out. The Ready is indeed out. I am ready for the weekend. Pinky's out, bro. I was going to get me some Moosehead, but it was going to be like over $30 for 12 of them. And I was like, man, or I can get, it was like $25 for 12 James Readies. And I'm like, that $5, bro, got a budget a little better. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy beer that much, but I'm like, yeah, Jason, for sure. I'd love to do something like that. I'm kind of butthurt right now. I was at work and found out 97.7 is losing Biggs and Bar, who are apparently headed to Ottawa. Oh, and I love Biggs and Bar. I haven't listened to them in a freaking minute, but I do love Biggs and Bar. For sure, I love Biggs and Bar. Yeah, I got to get a new interface now, man. This is, I'm curious how it's going to sound if I record this way, because I'm just running into my mixer dry and running into the default input in my computer. So I feel like there's going to be a little bit of distortion with the music. That's the only thing I'm really worried about. I feel like just doing it the way I am it's gonna not translate as well. But I mean, I hope it does. Who knows? Maybe I'll be wrong. But yeah, this old girl, again, the old Behringer. This thing served me well. Jesus, this thing, it's got dents all over. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's got dents all over it. Freaking scratch marks. The knobs are all torn up. This thing's been through the freaking ringer. And it's actually only everything else works. It just doesn't get any power. So, I mean, I could probably fix it. I might take it apart sometime this weekend after I've had a few beers, take it apart and be like, hey, I got an idea. Let's have ourselves a few James Reddies and I'm going to take this apart. Something like that, So I think that'll be. It's just not getting power. Like literally, I plug it in and it's not, nothing's happening. It's not connecting to the computer. I believe it is just the USB input right there. But it is what it is. I have those other interfaces, like this one here I got for my birthday, which is this Behringer one, but it's the 4 input, which I loved while it worked, and then it stopped working as well. So that's probably a sign I should probably stop buying Behringer. But anyway, that's another story for another time. We are here to listen to some freaking music, and I am super excited. Usually when I do these kind of Harder Show music reviews, if you will, I like to really I jot notes down and kind of dive in and really try to get to the nitty gritty of what I like about each song that I present or that I listen to. What we're going to do today is very, very different from that. You guys are going to see and hear my live reaction. I'm going to try the first couple songs might be a little sketchy as far as with levels, just because I need to still kind of figure that part out. It's different as far as I did my test run. Everything was cool. So, just don't shoot me if it's not, if it's like, I can't hear you or whatever, just let me know. But, so we're going to listen to each song from the EP that again came out today from King Catalyst, which if you are not familiar, King Catalyst are a post-hardcore band from Vaughan, Ontario. They're killer guys, and they're great musicians. I actually covered their first release that was back in 2016, Self Accusations, on the show. It was one of my first Harder Show music reviews that I did, that the band actually reached out to me, and they were super cool with it, and it was really cool. And it was actually one of my most listened to ones, so that was cool as well. And it was a lot of fun. They're a great, really unique band too, with their sound. As far as kind of a quick rundown of the band, let me just pull up my notes here, which this is a problem when you have everything on your phone, and you sound fine running through the mix directly. Cool, that's good. Do you know what the post hardcore means? I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have no idea what that means. I don't know. It's kind of like post grunge, where it's like it's not hardcore. Basically, post hardcore is kind of like hardcore, but it's like cleaner. So there's still some edge there, but it's like more clean singing, to my understanding anyway. I could be completely wrong on that. But to me, they're just they are a great band. And I don't like to, I just kind of call them rock myself personally, like rock, hard rock. I think they're kind of trying to go more for that just rock, hard rock genre nowadays. That's kind of what they're going for. Because they really touch on a lot of different genres. Like they got the riffs, they got some great lead work. Rhythm wise, they're super tight. And then the vocalist has a really great voice. And then as well as the guitar player brings some really good harsher vocals into the mix as well. So that's very, very good. If you want to learn more about the band and follow them, check them out on social media. On Facebook, we have them under King Catalyst Band. And you can find the spelling of that in the description above, in the title above. And the description below also will post, once this has been posted and it's live and everything, I will post all the links and everything for you guys in there if you are curious about the band. But in the band, we have, let me just, what's up here? Where the hell did it go? Sorry, guys. I had all this pulled up. I swear to God. Not sure where it went. My phone was like, hey, I got an idea. I'm going to say that a lot today. I apologize, guys. Stalling. So in King Catalyst, we have Ethan, who is the vocalist and rhythm guitarist. Quick sidebar, Ethan also does some solo project stuff. And he just released a song earlier this year called Hope. And it is really, really good. I'm a really, really big fan of it. I'm not going to talk any more about it. I think I want to cover it one day. It's a really interesting song, especially for this day and age. But I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to tell you it's really good. And you should check it out. Then, of course, we have Jacob on lead guitar, and I believe he also does do the harsher vocals. Could be wrong on that, but I believe that he does do some harsher vocals, or it's all Ethan. Then, of course, we have Nigel on the bass, and then we have Ryan on the drums, which I believe now Ryan is no longer in the group, and he has been replaced by Alex, but I'm not 100% if he played on the record or not, so I'm going to go with what they have in the credits for the EP, because that's what we're covering here today. So that's the band. If you, again, want to learn more about them, check out the description below in this. If you are watching this not live, I'll have all their social medias in there, or check them out on Bandcamp. It's just www.kingcatalyst.bandcamp.com. And before we jump into the actual EP, again, I stress, if you are wanting to really get the full experience of this, I feel it's going to be better if you can play the song. Like when I say, okay, we're going to jump into the song, you press play. I think that's going to be a better thing for you. So again, we're going to jump into this here. I'm going to play the song. You're going to get my live reaction to it, and then we're going to go from there. And beforehand, I'm going to get rid of my cat. I thought I shut the door, and I just feel this presence behind me. Where'd you go? There he is. Come here. Quick sidebar. We're going to say hi to my cat real quick. Come here. Hey. Come say hello. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come see Daddy. Oh. How y'all doing? This is Steve. He likes to be held like a baby. Hey, Steve. Say hello. Y'all hear him? He's purring up a storm. What a welcome interruption. Simba's here too. Sorry, guys. We're gonna have a quick cat break. This is as live as it gets. Oh, and here's Simba. Say hi, Bob. He's not purring. He's not happy. He doesn't like be on camera. Oh, what? He's like, I hate you so much, Dad. All right. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. You got to go. Sorry, guys. One quick second. I will be just a minute. Come on now. Bye. Sorry. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. This is why I don't do live stuff. Mainly because of the cats. But there you go. Y'all got to see my cats. How often does that happen here on the Harder Show? Oh, got Ethan in the house. Ethan, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Okay, so Ryan did all the drum work on the EP, but he left. So Alex is the new drummer. So shouts to Alex, the new drummer. He'll be working on all future releases. So that's very cool. Very excited about that. Very cool. And also, one more thing before we get started. This Saturday, King Catalyst will be doing their EP release show. And I'm going to pull up that event real quick here. So if you guys are listening and you like what you hear and you want to check them out live, please do go check them out. Should be a killer show. Let me pull it up here. Doop. Hell is it? There it is. So it's going to be May 11th tomorrow. You can catch them at the Rock Pile in Etobicoke. Doors open at 8 p.m. It's going to be $30 at the door. So that should be really cool. Should be a great show. Very much so. And I believe they're coming to Ethan, are you guys coming to my neck of the woods soon? Are you guys coming to Oshawa soon that I see? Something along those lines? Promise we're going to get to the music in just a second. Let me ask Ethan this question, and then we'll jump into the music because I'm curious. And I'm glad that you were able to tune in, by the way, Ethan, my man. Cheers. By the way, never drink beer while you podcast. Terrible idea. Just for the record. Just for the record. If you guys want to share this, I would seriously appreciate it. That's always the bummer of, of doing a live thing. And we're going to run long as I knew I would. It's been like 20 minutes and I haven't even, freaking gotten into the actual music yet. Yes, we will be playing. So we'll be playing in Oshawa on May 25th. So really, really hoping I can come to that show, man. I would love to come see you guys play and come hang. Really much love that. Yeah, I think I'm a professional, right? Listen, I've been doing this for like 3 years, okay? And I've recorded like almost over, like 260, 72 podcasts, give or take. No, 62 podcasts. Give or take about 262 podcasts. No, 72. Wait. I'm not even going to try and think. Almost 300 podcasts. Let's call it that. Well over 250, almost 300 podcasts in total. Not to mention the podcast I have been on, but I think this is like my 7th ever live thing I'm ever going to do. So I'm not very good at this part of it, but that's okay. So we're going to jump into the EP now, which is what, if you're not watching this live, I'm sure you're like, oh my God, for real? Like, can you just shut up and start playing the music? But that's okay. That's what we do here. So very much looking forward to that. Again, I do stress if you are wanting to do this little listening party with me, I am going to play the music. I'm going to feed it into the live stream, but I am a little concerned about the quality of the music that's going to come through because it's being ran through like 2 or 3 different cables and all that. So I do implore you to pull up the music either on the iTunes or the Bandcamp, go buy it, support these guys, or check it out on the Spotify, which, I guess helps spread the word of the music. Don't get me wrong, I love Spotify, but y'all got to pay your artists more, but that's another conversation for another time. And this should be cool. So we've got 5 songs here. Should be fun. Again, I have not heard anything off this EP yet until right now, today. I've never done this before. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. This could be the start of something fun. I don't know. Or it could be like, wow, that was terrible. I'm never doing that again. I don't know. But either way, for better or for worse, guys, we're jumping into it. Here we go. This is the first track off of King Kyla's brand new EP, Momentum, which, by the way, I completely forgot to mention was mixed and produced by Spencer from Periphery. So for all you Periphery fans out there, that's pretty cool. That's cool. Very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. So now we're going to jump into the first song here. So I'm going to play the song. And then if I have maybe a few thoughts I'll give on the song, or I might just leave it to the live reaction. I don't really know. It depends on how much I can sell it on my reaction. I could be like, oh, if I can be entertaining in that. I don't know yet. So we'll see. You guys are taking this journey with me. We're doing this together. So here we go. This is the first track, and it is called Lift Off with an exclamation point. Lift Off. There we go. Ooh. Oh, it's going down. You guys hear that okay?
When they asked for me, I knew it was time to leave it all behind. I'll take this moment to express my mind to you.
Is that better?
I have a vision to diffuse. There is nothing left just a man, but when we reach new land, all of the boys and girls will be prosperous. It's such a blessing, and I know our debts and we will be attained when we.
Oh, yes. That riff.
Let's go!
Liking the structure. Which part?
Even now, our cherry red is looming over the face of the home we know. And soon we'll go, and when we get up there, we'll see the light of day up in the dark abyss. Our deception will let us live onward, for we'll have lost the earth to artificial men. And when it burns, we'll live happy away to see another day. So let's go.
That background guitar. Loving it. Yeah. Okay. Yo, guys. That riff, that hook. This was the first single off the EP, and I on purpose didn't listen to it because I knew I was going to be covering the EP, and I like to listen to the whole thing at once. That's just how I like to do things. But that is a perfect single. Without hearing the rest of the EP, that is a stellar way to introduce fans to your music. Oh man, that is good. I apologize for the little in and out, guys. I think if anything, that's actually more my internet connection than anything. So I apologize for that. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. But that is, man, Ethan, man, you've got a stellar freaking voice on you, dude. You do, man. It's cool. It's really cool. I like the structure. I like a different structure. You know, like I'm a very old school. Like I kind of the way I look at songwriting, where it's like, you know, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, or verse, chorus. What was I saying? Chorus. There you go. So from anytime you kind of throw something different at me, I'm like, oh, okay, I dig that. There's a few things that you guys may notice if you listen to a lot of my review shows that I like. One of which is different song structures, and the other is dual vocals of any kind. Second, you throw two style vocals at me, I'm moist. Okay, moist. I dig it very much so, and that's sick. And that riff, the little stuff going on behind that Jacob's doing, dig that stuff. It's that kind of guitar work that, like, you don't. Some people may not really notice it too much, you know, but to a guitar player or someone who's a very avid music listener, you hear it and you're like, yo. But if it wasn't there, you would notice it would feel empty. Just throwing those little hooks in there and those little melodies in there. It's just, that's it. That's, you know, if you ask me, so DJ, how's liftoff? Makes me moist. Done. That's it. All there is to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's see what we got here in the chat. Is it appropriate to say I'm moderately moist from Brandon? Yes, I am as well. Her Majesty the King is here. What's up, guys? How you doing? Ben, I'm going to be covering on the show hopefully very soon, which they also have released a new single fairly soon. You guys should check it out, Her Majesty the King on Spotify. Great song. I am drawing a blank on the name of the song at the moment, but I really liked it. I apologize, guys. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm in full-on King Catalyst mode, but shout out to Her Majesty the King. Great band. The song was written all around Nigel's riff. The song was his baby. Well, it's a really cool. I really dug that bass intro too. Like it was very super hooky, but also like it was different. It wasn't like, a really super basic intro. Like there's definitely a little bit more to it. I can't really explain the vibe I get from it right away. Like I feel like I'm going on like a kind of a journey through like a desert or something. It's like boom, and then like when their guitar kicks in, spectacular way to start off the EP. Absolutely spectacular. If you're going to start off an EP, start it off with a banger. I say this all the time on my show when I do the Horror Show music reviews. If you are doing an EP, okay, it is super important for all of the songs to be great, but especially the last song, the single, and the first song, of course. I meant to say first song first, or whatever. We'll roll with it. So the fact that the first song on the EP and the first single is that hooky, spectacular. That is the way to do it, folks. You need to hook me right away. I'm excited to hear the rest of it. Jason Reese, Jaber just alerts. I dig it. Yeah. Sometimes that's all you got to say. You don't need to sit here and ramble on aimlessly for 5 minutes like I do. You can just say, I dig it and move on. Sometimes that's the best way to do things. But that being said, we are going to jump back in to King Catalyst's brand new EP, Momentum, which we are checking out here today. If you are just tuning in, we are on track 2, which is called House of Cards. Super excited about this. Again, apparently there was a little bit of in and out on the music, so I do apologize that I can, there's only so much I can do about that. I'm going to give you guys Brandon literally just read my mind. I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1 countdown. And if you guys want to jump on Spotify, or if you want to go check out the tracks on Bandcamp or on the iTunes, Bandcamp is kingcatalyst.bandcamp.com. I'll give you guys a 1, 2, 3 countdown, press play, and then that way, if the quality isn't great on the stream, it will not matter because I'm apparently the quality wasn't great, so I do apologize about that. But so this is track 2, House of Cards. Let's check it out. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Oh shit. Okay. Intrigued in a really good way. Freaking groovy.
Wanted to tell me what I wanted to hear. A little girl lost in a bigger city, and I ain't never seen nobody look this pretty. My conscience is screaming, telling me to stay clear. You told me you live in a house of cards. Your mind looks like a very bad piece of art, but I know coming so close, it's so hard to resist. Cause you wanted some more, you did not care. Putting your arms around my neck. So some Romeo, I was gonna let go. I was about to explode, tried to get away, trying to run fast out of this place. But you lingered in my life. I won't ride. You'll never say goodbye.
dig it. Kind of like groovy, slow heaviness.
Please, baby, tell me what I am doing here. Days turn into nights are turning away that you start a fight, and now all the people passing by, they'll stop and stare. The lines are depressingly thin. What a great mess I am in. But you're taking my control. You'll never let me go. Let me
Using guitar solo. Let's see if I can move that guitar. Man. Okay. Okay. I see what you're doing now, King Catalyst. You think you're slick, throwing in another absolute freaking banger. Holy crap. I mean, y'all saw it. Y'all saw it live. If for some reason you are listening to this after the fact, I do strongly implore you to go to the YouTube version and watch, because you missed me like dancing throughout like an idiot throughout that whole thing. I was kind of grooving. Man, that riff. I'm a huge fan of a great riff, even if it's like a simple kind of pulsating open riff that can keep you almost in a trance throughout a whole song. I really dig that kind of stuff. Maybe that's the grunge and the Alice in Chains in me and stuff like that, but I really dig it. Kind of like a droning kind of riff. I dig that a lot. Drums are groove, man. Straight up groove throughout that whole track. Whole damn track. It didn't slow down at all. You know, bridge, we got that tasty bluesy guitar solo, man. I know Jacob can rip, but I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting this song, like when I first heard the riff kicking in the intro, I was like, oh shit, it's about to go down. I was like ready to mosh, and I'm like, oh, and it was a different kind of heaviness, if you will, and that's cool. House of Cards, track 2 that we just heard. Holy crap. That was spectacular. I can't really say much else, man. It's just, you guys saw my reaction, the groove, you know. We'll see in I'll go to my comments here. So Her Majesty the King, thank you for the shout out. House of Cards is a sweet intro riff. No problem, guys. Thank you very much for the support. I do seriously appreciate it. I do notice the support. For the record, real quick sidebar, the reason I actually contacted you guys was because I saw you vote on one of my polls. Just saying. That's the reason I reached out to you guys. So Back to what we're talking about. I think Brandon hits the nail on the head as well with his description. Those drums are right front and center. That snare and kick sound really clean and nice. I like how they really help the song move along. Absolutely. That's a much, nicer way and a more eloquent way to say that the drums are super groovy and up front. He speaks his betters than me. Working with country music as much as I do, I notice percussion gets reverbed a lot, which is supposed to add body, I guess. I think it just makes all the songs sound the same. Absolutely, I agree. Here it's clean, but still has so much character. Absolutely. Man, Ethan, I'm not 100% sure if you're still here, my dude, but if you are, you guys killed it on this recording, man. And I mean, Spencer did a great job on the mixing as well on that, but it doesn't matter how great of a producer you are or mixer you are. If you're handed a not so great recording, it's going to sound like crap. Just ask my dear friend Brandon Bowden from Bowden Productions, who did my production for a long time. And he can attest that even with podcasting, if you're handed a mix that just sounds like shit, guess what? It's going to sound like crap no matter what you do. But yeah, a lot of character in this song, a lot of feel, a lot of groove, a lot of emotion even. Like the hair was standing up on my arms listening to that solo, and vocally, I love the chorus. Ethan absolutely kills it. Everyone kills on this track, man. You guys, man, rhythm section wise, so groovy, riff wise, freaking perfect. It's cool because I was listening back to Self Accusations the last couple of days, kind of preparing for this, and there is a big leap in maturity from a songwriting standpoint. And Self Accusations was a killer EP, and there was some killer songs on there. And I'm not saying that it wasn't mature, but comparing so far to Momentum, it's like, holy crap, you guys have progressed as songwriters so much in the past couple of years. It's really mind-blowing to hear. And there's some great stuff on Self Accusations, like Red's still a song I listen to all the time. I love that track. But so again, that was House of Cards. If for some reason you were joining us, thank you very much for tuning in. We are doing a full live reaction / listening party for King Kyle's brand new EP, Momentum. We just heard track 2, House of Cards. If you want to join in and hear the songs, I do strongly implore you to go either to kingkylist.bandcamp.com, check it out there, or on iTunes or on Spotify. Again, the name of the EP is Momentum. I will do a countdown and then we'll jump into the next song. Apparently, I think the song on the feed is not quite perfect. So I do, again, implore you to listen yourself while kind of listening in, and then seeing my reaction in that. And let me know your reaction. If you're listening, we got a few people watching right now. Thank you very much for tuning in. I seriously appreciate that. If you are listening to the songs, please be sure to comment and let me know what you think of them. I'm sure that the guys would love to hear your reaction as well. And we actually have Ethan Flynn from King Catalyst in the chat right now. He is the vocalist and rhythm guitarist for the band. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you're liking the song so far. Absolutely, man. Full on. And I mean, I'm doing this live, so if I don't like something, you'll know. But yeah. I'm only 2 songs in, but if the rest of the EP is even half as good as this, we're good. Because I have been criticized in the past by some people saying that I'm too positive when it comes to my music reviews. And to those people, I say this. There's enough negativity and bullshit in the world. We don't need more. I say what I like about stuff is what it is. Speaking of stuff I like, we're going to jump into the next track here, which is called Awake. Super, super excited about it. Let's check it out. So we're going to do a countdown. So I just need to reset the song here. Damn it. There we go. Here we go in 3, 2, 1.
I never change, time cannot be replaced. My heart is bleeding red and it won't heal. But I cannot stay with you, I'm being torn in two. Thoughts run through my head and I don't know how I should feel. I've always tried to do my best for you and me.
Shit drops again.
As I lay awake, all I can see is you. It's a risk you take when you ask someone to be with you. All of my memories stay wasting our time away. I got so overflown with feelings so real. I just
Real
don't
shit.
know what to do. I want what's best for you, but I cannot watch you as you're begging me not to leave. And I've always been consumed by the thought of you and me as I lay awake. My mind runs all over you. It's a risk you take when you ask someone to love you. As I lay awake, my mind runs all over you. It's a risk you take when you ask someone to love you. As I lay awake,
Yes. Waiting for that.
As I watch you, as I watch you slip away, as I lay here in my bed, awake.
Man. Okay. So again, it's a lot going on in that song, man. Holy crap. Definitely a more emotionally, lyrically driven song. which I really, really dig. I am a big fan of lyrics. I don't tend to dive into them a lot on the show just because I am a firm believer in uh, keeping things kind of up to the listener. I don't like to dive into stuff myself personally, but I mean, that to me, pretty, straightforward breakup song or song of heartbreak, if you will. And I love it. But it's not a cheesy one, and that's what I mentioned earlier about how I'm a big fan of Ethan's solo stuff as well. And a lot of what he does with his writing is it's a unique take on something that can be very kind of cliche, if you will, but it's a unique, really fresh take on it. The idea of literally lying awake at night, missing somebody or thinking of somebody. I think everyone can relate to that. I know I can. Shit, I can definitely relate to that. So it makes me feel something vocally. Holy crap, Ethan, man, you killed it. That high note, King, Her Majesty the King. That high note, wow, for sure. Holy crap, man, that was a lot of talent. Brandon, of course, with that guitar work, though, yeah. Rhythm section again. Holy cow, a lot going on there. Jeez, what a song, what a track. Sorry, that would be my cat screaming at me through the door. I was like, is he in here? I locked him out. It's the cats here at Hotter Show Studios. Yeah, Brandon, absolutely. You don't have to shred to make insanely amazing guitar solos. And that obviously, these guys know that. That guitar solo was, this is what I was feeling, not this is what I can do. Exactly. Preach, son. It is about feel. What are you feeling during this moment? What are you feeling to play? While still being impressive, don't get me wrong, but it's feel. And that's to me what Awake is. It's feel. It's feeling. After the last two tracks that we just had, it was really nice to have that kind of real, raw, kind of emotional track. And I really dig that, man. That was absolutely stellar song. Really, really dig that. I'm a big fan of acoustic versions as well. I'd love to hear that song acoustically, just saying. I would love to hear that. Oh boy. So before I continue with the next track, I want to give a quick shout out to a couple sponsors of the show. Number one is my good friend, Mr. Jason Reese from Jaybird Digital Arts. The t-shirt I'm wearing, as well as all the logos, banners, and everything I do for the Hotter Show, aside from the crappy memes that I make, is all done through my man, Mr. Jason Reese. He is a expert at what he does. He is the best out there as far as I'm concerned. Not only will he give you a great quality product quickly, but he also will give it to you at a spectacular price. And I can say with 100% certainty, you will be thrilled with what Jason does for you. He's done work for me, Two Guys in a Game, Mikes and Beers, Podbeard Network, Harder Guitar Services, so much different stuff, lots of great bands, as well as a few other projects that are quite hardcore, if you will. But just a spectacular dude. He does great work, man. So if you're looking for any kind of logos or any t-shirts, you need some mailers done up, regardless if you're in a band, a creator, or are a local business, anything you need, Jason, is you'll hook up. Go on jaybridgesalarts.com, not .ca. I used to say .ca all the time. And go on there and contact him. Let him know that your boy TJ sent you. And he'll be like, hey, cool, man. No. But you will not find a better dude. So shout out to Jason for being the best in the bills. ECW, HOH, absolutely, for sure. I love how Cads would call him Mr. Jaybird. That was my favorite. Yes, we're coming back, folks. We're coming back. Should be next week. I'm really excited about that. Hard recommendations get discounts. Yes, they do. I always fail to mention that. But even if that didn't happen, and if he didn't do all the stuff he does for me, I would still recommend him because he is great. Also, I would be remiss not to give a shout out to Seat Giant, who, if you guys are looking for any kind of concert tickets, any tickets for sporting events, or any theater, events, if you will. You do not need to look any further than my friends over at Seat Giant, either .ca or .com, depending on where you are listening from in the world. Go on there. The website is super easy to use. You just need to search the event that you're looking for. They will have tons of different types of tickets for it at tons of different pricing options, whether you want to just go see, let's say you just want to be at an event and you don't really care where you sit, they got you covered. Or if you want to be front row, they got you covered. No worries there. And all of the Seat Giant tickets come with a 100% money back guarantee and have very competitive pricing. And I'll let you guys in on a little secret. Come close, come closer, come closer, come closer. Okay, can you hear me? If you guys use the discount code PODBEARD, that's PODBEARD, you will get a discount at checkout. A discount at checkout. Don't tell anyone. Actually, tell everyone. But yeah, use the coupon code PODBEARD at checkout. That's all lowercase, PODBEARD. B-E-A-R-D. Jesus. Can't even say beard today. And you will get a discount. And the other great thing about them is I did kind of briefly mention, and this was a big thing for me on wanting to work with them, their money back guarantee. There's no BS with that. If there are any issues, they will fully reimburse you because they know how important these events are for you. They're not going to jerk you around like some of the big guys, because at Seat Giant, they don't just sell tickets, they sell experiences. Yeah, boy. Jason, I wish I could blame it on the beer, man. It's just been a long, long damn day. Yeah, they have Canadian prices, which is if you do use the .ca. So that's for, which is great. You don't have to pay any freaking US prices for going to see an event in Toronto or anything. It's really cool. Really dig that. So cheers to the sponsors of the Hotter Show, as well as shout out to these guys right here. Mean Bird. You can go on my profile, TJ Hotter. Use the link in there and you'll save some money on the best beer products in the freaking universe. Also, some of the best people you'll ever meet, bar none. Some of the best people you'll ever meet. And if you got a beard, you're not using Mean Beard, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Get on it. Right here. They actually just got these hats back in stock too. I never take this damn hat off. I don't. I sleep with it. I shower with it sometimes. It's actually a little wet right now. I never take this damn hat off. So go on meanbeardco.com. Or if you want to save yourself 15%, go on TJ Hotter on the old Instagram and follow the link there. I wish I could give you a discount code, but it's links. Makes things a little easier for me to send the link over. But in this kind of format, kind of a pain in the ass. But anyway, that's story for another time. We are ready to jump back in here. Took myself a nice little ad and beer break. Jump back into King Catalyst's what did I just say? King Catalyst's EP, Momentum. I feel I need to explain something really quick. My brain is not working today. If you guys couldn't notice. Actually, my mask for my sleep apnea machine actually broke a couple nights ago. So I've been sleeping without it. And like, the fog is real. It's ridiculous. So I apologize for all the fumbling and stumbling over my words more so than usual that I've been doing today. Bear with me. But the next song that we're going to check out is called Saying Goodbye, and it is the 4th track on Momentum. If you are just joining us, I do again implore you to go on either Spotify, iTunes, or King Catalyst Bandcamp, which is kingcatalyst.bandcamp.com, and I will do a count in, and then you can play the track. It's just going to be a lot better quality than what's being fed to the live stream. So again, I do implore you to do that. We're going to jump back in here with our live reaction listening party. This is Saying Goodbye. Energy.
I should never have stayed here. You took away all the pain and all the fear. so many volumes of sway. Show me your sorrow and you'll take me away. And I could never leave you, 'cause then I'd be just like the other guys. You know that I would never do anything to hurt you or make you cry. But saying goodbye is the least of my worries. You know that I mean it when I say, assume holding hands, the future in grasp. I just wasn't meant to be with you.
Great hook in the chorus.
So what you're telling me is that you want to stay with me, but baby, I can't see you're not alright, and this was not meant to be. 'Cause isolation was never gonna help anyone. And I refuse to hold you under when your life has just begun. Oh, and saying goodbye is the least of my worries. You know that I mean it when I say, assume making plans, my future in your hands. I wasted my time away with you. Yes, saying goodbye is the least of my worries. You know I will beg you when I say, forget about the past. We're both free at last. I wasted my life away with you. Saying good, but saying goodbye is the least of my worries. And saying goodbye is the least of my worries. You know that I mean it when I say, assume making plans, my future in your hands. I wasted my time away with you. And saying goodbye, you know I won't beg you when I say, forget about the past. We're both free at last. I wasted my life away with you.
Okay, so man, I like when you can have a great lyric and a great melody and just kind of base a song around that, which is what they did with Saying Goodbye. And I really dig it. I really dig that. I think it's not as like the last few tracks we heard, they're definitely more like, but I really dig that. I dig that they kind of simplified it a little bit. I dig that. I dig that they just let the melody and the lyrics speak for themselves. Again, man, rhythm section wise, killed it. Absolutely killed it. Drums are there. They're clean, groovy. Bass is there, clean and groovy. Keeps you kind of just bopping the whole freaking time, just doing this, vocal wise. Ethan, again, it's definitely a more vocal led song, which I really like. And then throwing Brandon, I swear to God, like you just said what I was about to say. What I was about to say. That's hilarious. I also really like the screaming in that one. Yeah, I do like Ethan is a great clean singer. if I had one negative thing at all to say, it's that I don't think that the song would have been hindered by more of that kind of background screaming. But I really, really dig it. So definitely a great song to bring us to, unfortunately, the end of the EP, the end of momentum. We have run out of momentum. Let's let that sit there for a minute. Okay, moving on. Bad jokes with TJ 101. Haha. Thank you. So, when you have a song that you are naming your album or your EP off of, you better bring it. I have said this a million times. If you have a song that is named after the EP or that you named the album off of, and it's not a banger, that looks bad in my opinion. Because to me, that song should tell the story of what you're trying to accomplish with this recording, whether it's an EP or an album, at least in my opinion. EPs obviously are different from an album. I say this all the time as well, and I'll talk about that a little bit after the song. But I'm expecting a lot out of this song, guys. I'm expecting a lot out of the song. And I'm very, very excited to share it with you guys and get my live reaction on that. If you are just joining us, we are checking out King Callus' brand new EP, Momentum. Momentum. That's why you don't drink beer and podcast, folks, because you burp a lot. And if you would like to listen along, the feed is not the greatest of quality. Just do it on my end, I'm assuming. So I do implore you to go throw on some headphones, go on either Spotify or iTunes or wherever you get your music, or of course King Catalyst Bandcamp, which is kingcatalyst.bandcamp.com, and check out the songs there. I will do a countdown and then play the song. I'll fade it in as best I can. Trying to be a producer at the same time here, trying to raise it up as I go here. I'm like, hey, I got an idea. Instead of just playing the song, I'll fade it in. Yeah, that'll do it. Doop. So hopefully that's worked the whole time. We'll see. But it's just going to be a lot better quality if you do that. And then, at the end of it, I'll jump back in and we'll hash it out. But I'd really love to hear from you guys. I know there's still a few of you watching because I can see right there. There's a few of you guys watching. So I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Do not be afraid to give your thoughts. I don't give criticism myself personally. I just don't. It's just not what I do. Especially if I like something, why would I criticize it? Lately, I've had one remotely negative thing to say, and that was just I could have done with some more screaming. And that's not necessarily a negative comment, but I really enjoyed it. So we're going to jump into it here. This is, again, track 5, the last track on King Callus EP Momentum, which just came out today. If you are in the area, go check them out tomorrow night at the Rock Pile at 8 p.m. is when doors are at. I believe it was $20 at the door. They are a great group of guys that I've worked with in the past, and I'm very much looking forward to working with in the future as well for some kind of an interview. Super excited about it. TJ's Comedy Podcast coming into 2050. Absolutely. The world needs more Michael Hayes gifts. Absolutely, they do. Always need more Michael Hayes. Doop. All right, so here we go. One more time, folks. Man, I'm nervous. Because if this song doesn't kick my ass, you guys are going to know. Because I'm doing this live. I'm sure it's going to kick my ass. I'm super. Okay. All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yes. Dirty. down.
Let me show you how it all begun right here. Let me take you back to when we were just kids. Yeah, I know it's been so long since it's felt like this. It's taken a long time and a whole lot more reverence. But now I can see something has taken over me. And the moment it feels like forever now. And now I can see, I know it's not perfect. But there's something right here, and I think it's taking over me.
Okay.
I remember the promises we made, and it took so long just to find our way. I remember the very first thing you said has never ever left my head. And you took me to someplace so brand new, somewhere that I never ever knew. Now I can finally say we have made something of ourselves today. But now I can see something has taken over me. The moment it feels like forever now. Yeah, now I can see, I know it's not perfect. But there's something right here, and I think it's taking over me.
Oh, damn.
It's been forever now. Forever now. Forever now. Forever now.
Shit. Okay. Jesus. Man, come on. Absolute best song for last. Absolutely blow it out of the park. Literally riffs, grooves, vocally. Holy shit. Everything I wanted out of this song, it delivered. Perfect blend of everything we've heard on the EP up to this point. Heavy riffage, great little background noodling lead wise, bass wise. It's right there. It's in the pocket. It's clean. Drum wise, again, it's super groovy and clean. Not overly reverbed or anything. Holy shit, man. What a track. What an EP. Jesus. Lord. absolute chills on that song, man. Like, I'm having a hard time, like, kind of summing it up because you guys, I mean, if you're watching, you saw my live reaction to it on my face when that riff kicked in. Are you joking? Might be cliche to say, but that was my favorite song on the whole EP, man. Holy crap. Ending off kind of in a way I didn't expect, but I like. And I'll tell you why after I burp. Because here we go. When you release an EP, as a listener of music, as a longtime listener of music, what I look for is for you to show me what you got. Here's what we have. Here's the best material we have that we don't want to do a full album, or we are working on a full album, or whatever the reason. Nowadays, albums aren't as common as they once were. A lot of EPs, and I'm down with that. I like that. But with an EP, I need to be hooked, and I need to be drawn in, and I need to want more at the end of it. But I need to be fulfilled as well. I equate it a lot like to having a good meal. Okay. A great meal. Okay. A good meal. A great meal is an album. Because at the end of a great meal, I want to be stuffed. I want to be like, oh man, I couldn't eat another bite. And I feel so satisfied. Whereas the EP, I maybe want some dessert. Oh, that steak was great. I could eat another one of those. Or oh, that burger was great. I could have another one of those or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want at the end of an EP. And that's what having that little fade out kind of lead guitar part there, just very soft leading out. I'm going, okay. I'm kind of thinking what's next. That's it. I'm like, oh, okay. It makes me want more, but I still feel fulfilled. I feel like this journey that I've just been taken on with all of the groove and the melody and the riffage, the absolute stellar guitar playing, I feel fulfilled. I feel like I've been through an out of body experience, basically, is how I feel. And that's how you know you had a good time listening to something. And this is me just sitting, listening to it. I'm not doing anything else. I mean, I'm doing this live thing, but I'm not playing anything up for the camera aside from saying louder than I normally would. Oh shit. Oh, that's the only thing I'm doing differently. Man. Holy crap, guys. King Catalyst, you guys killed it, man. You guys absolutely killed it. And style-wise, that's what I wanted. It'd be different if, I was covering like a Dawn Valley. The way I want to feel at the end of like a Dawn Valley EP is different from the way I want to feel at the end of a King Catalyst EP. Dawn Valley are brutal, guttural all the time, So like at the end of that, I want to be like, I just feel like I just like got out of the best mosh pit I've ever been in. I want my neck to hurt. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to just be grooving the whole time and headbanging and feel like I could take on the world. And like, whereas with an EP like this, with this style of a band, I want that experience, that almost emotional experience. That's what I got from Momentum. So holy crap, guys. Absolutely spectacular, stellar performance from all you guys. Man, holy cow. And really well mixed and produced as well. Really well done. There's not anything I heard that I was like, that was a little sloppy. Nothing. Really well produced. I mean, I would hope so. Because it's done by a guy in a little band you may have heard of called Periphery. That was a Spencer from Periphery who did the mixing and producing on that record. I implore you guys, again, check out King Catalyst on all of the social media, Facebook and Instagram, King Catalyst Band, and as well as on the Bandcamp, which is just kingcatalyst.bandcamp.com. once this video has been posted and it's gone live for you guys to see, I should have the descriptions down below, down now. If you guys enjoyed what you heard, definitely check it out, buy it, support these guys. They're great dudes. They've been big supporters of mine as well. So I do seriously appreciate that, guys. I'm hoping I can get at least one of them on the show for an interview soon. I'm hoping. I've been in communications with Jacob for a while now. So hopefully we can make that work. Thank you to Ethan for being here for pretty much the whole majority of the thing and commenting and, talking with you guys. That was really cool. I wasn't expecting that, but that was awesome. And thank you so much to you guys for coming in, Jason and Brandon, especially Her Majesty the King Band. I'm not sure who I'm speaking with, but thank you as well for tuning in. Seriously appreciate that. King Kyla saved the best for last. Momentum is a big song and definitely the best track on the new EP. Perfect blend of their old sound with all the cool aspects of new material. Absolutely, you killed it. Absolutely exactly what I wanted to hear from them. Stellar stuff. Jason Reese, I'm buying it. Yeah, man, so am I. That's good stuff, man. Holy crap. I don't have much else to say other than just I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm going to literally, after I sign off with this, I'm going to literally play it again while I'm, kind of doing my thing and downloading this to edit and all that stuff for the podcast version of the show, if you will, the podcast version. And if you guys enjoyed this, thank you so much. I do seriously appreciate it. I hope that you hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 100 subscribers on the YouTube. I'm like, I think 8 away. Last time I checked, 8 away. I'd love to hit 100. If you guys enjoyed me doing it in this format, instead of doing my reviews not live, let me know. If you want, maybe I can make this a regular thing. I don't know. I would love to do more live content. I'd love to get better at it and kind of work out the kinks a little bit. Unfortunately, my internet doesn't always allow me to go live. It's just because how it is. So I'd have to go somewhere else and do it. I'd have to rent a studio or something anytime I wanted to do a live stream. But if you guys enjoyed the more kind of that live reaction, let me know. Fortunately, I liked everything on this a lot. So I didn't have to oh yeah, that was okay, I guess, and then move on really quickly. I didn't expect that, but that's the only downside of doing live that I could see. But it was definitely fun. I had a lot of fun doing this. Hopefully you did as well. Leave a like. Or if you think this absolutely sucked and I'm the worst, leave a dislike. But please, if you do, let me know why I suck. There's one thing I can't stand. It's when I get dislikes and you don't tell me what. If you're just like, oh, I hate your face. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, that's all good. But if you're just like, hey, man, you suck and here's why, please tell me. I'm always down for, what's the proper term I'm looking for here? Negative reinforcement, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I'm always down to hear it, and unless it's like, hey, you're just not very good at speaking. Okay, well, that's not. Come on, man. Come on now. Let's constructive criticism. That's it. Yes. Haha, I did it. Thanks, Brandon. Love you. Oh, geez. You think after 210 episodes, I get better at this, but nope. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. Maybe once I get to, 50 or 500, not 50. Jesus, I need to go to bed. This is bad. This is really bad. Maybe I'll be better one day. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be a real broadcaster and I'll be okay at this. Maybe one day. But it will not be this day because I'm just a dude who likes to listen to music and likes to talk. And that's why I do this show. And if you're listening to my show for the first time, check out the archives. I have over 209 other episodes of the show where I cover tons and tons of different stuff. If you liked the this kind of listening with hearing some reactions, definitely check out some of my past Hotter Show music review shows. They were not live. So basically what I do is I talk about the band, play the song, and then talk about the song. It's a lot better quality and everything. So if you kind of dug this and you want to maybe hear me do more stuff, please go check that out. I've covered some spectacular bands. Always have stellar bands. here on the Harder Show. No worries there. And also I do a bunch of other fun stuff. So check it out. SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Castbox. I think that's about it. Trying to get anything else. Google Podcasts, YouTube, of course, as well. All my stuff's on YouTube. Well, all my stuff from episode 200 onwards. I didn't upload to YouTube for a while there. And yeah, that's about it. I'm not on iHeartRadio yet because they're jerks, but that's another story for another time. I'm going to sign off here because I'm rambling. Thank you so very much again for tuning in. Virtual fist bump. Boom. Thank you so much, Jason, Brandon, Majesty the King. Thank you guys for staying here pretty much the entire time. Ethan again for hanging out. And I will catch you next time on The Harder Show. Take it easy, guys.